What it is, folks, it's your homeboy First, back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some. I'm happy to be here with y'all for episode 217 of Put It On Some. Okay. So glad to be here with y'all for a celebration of Jackson State University winning the SWAC East. Okay. Y'all know we finna celebrate. We celebrate all wins. You know we're going to turn up. We actually win something that matters. Okay. You can't make it there to win the Celebration Bowl without first taking care of this step. So y'all know we about to turn the fuck up. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button. You know what I'm talking about? Put all your people on it. Fuck with our sponsor, the King McNeil Collection. There's the King McNeil Collection for all of your fraternity sorority needs. I keep telling y'all they're the best in business. I would not cap. This is what they do. Okay? Go over to kingmcneil.com or download the app and tell them First sent you. And don't forget to fuck with my company, Statement Tees. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. Visit statementteesllc.com to cop something. Or if you want something custom, give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, DM us, or inbox us, and we'll get you taken care of. That Statement Tees, every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. But let's get into it. Okay? The illustrious Jackson State University won the SWAC East by defeating Alabama State over there in their place in a defensive battle. Okay? A defensive battle. I know a battle happened at the end of the game. I'll talk about that in due time. I'm talking about what happened on within the confines of the game. Okay? It was a defensive battle. As it should have been, two top defenses. Okay? Even though Coach TC is an offensive guy, he seems to be a hard-nosed dude. And we know Coach Quinn, strike blockers. We know what he believes in, okay? And, of course, Alabama State's coach, former linebacker. So this is the kind of game that I think should have been expected. All right? And we got it done, 16-10. And with that, we won the SWAC East, guaranteeing us a spot in the SWAC championship game against the Southern Jaguars. That ought to be special, okay? That ought to be special. But before we get to that, I think it's only right. I think it's only proper. I think it's only fitting that I strike up the mother fucking band. Let go. I was tempted to let that thing keep rolling, y'all. But we got more work to do. We got more work to do. So I'm going to hold my horses. Okay? I'm going to hold my horses. We got more work to do. But let's talk about the work that we already did. Okay? And I'll give y'all my 5 takeaways from this game. Number one, it's the age-old adage. Defense wins championships. I told y'all earlier in the season, we are a defensive team. We are a run-oriented team. And that's what it's going to be. And we're going to make plays in the passing game when need be. That's what we're going to do. Now, our defense did their thing once again. Okay. Shout out to Coach Quinn. Shout out to everybody on the defensive side of the ball. Okay. We gave up 3 points in the first. We did give up 7 in the third. So that broke our streak of not giving up, points in the second half. But giving up 10 points to this team at their place, I take it. Now, I know they want their backup, like what, 4th, 5th quarterback, whatever. But at the end of the day, shit, we dealing with injuries too. Fuck it. We on our backup wide receivers. Shit. It's football. Motherfuckers gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I know the QB position is the most important position. I dig that. I truly dig that. You know what I'm saying? But it's part of the game. We talked about that shit earlier in the year with our situation when Coach T.C. Taylor was trying to goddamn pick between Jacoby and Mr. McCoy. I was like, shit, it looked like Mr. McCoy couldn't handle the violence. He kept getting hurt. That's part of the game. It's part of the game. So I don't want to hear that shit. There's no fucking excuse. Our defense has been stellar throughout this year for the most part, and they got it done for us again. And that's why we're SWAC East champions. Like I said, there's more work to do. Okay. Number 2, Matt No had his day. Didn't I tell you I was coming? Young blood. I don't know if you watch Put It On Something. I hope you watch Put It On Something. But I told you your day is coming, baby. I know we've been putting up a lot of points, okay? Which is a great thing. That's a great thing, young blood. I know you might get frustrated. You feel like, oh, God has given me this golden leg, and I want to just, what I'm talking about? I want to have the opportunity to show it off. But when we go out there and put up them points like that, that's a good thing. And that means, some ring is going to come with that down the line. But I also said there's going to be a time, young blood, when we're going to need you to flip that field for us. And God damn it, you showed your ass, boy. You showed your ass. And I appreciate you. Maybe you saw that reel that I put out about your ass, because from the previous game, after you had one of them nice punts, you wiped the motherfucker nose. What you slut? You better stop doing that shit, young blood. You might get caught up in that Young Thug case or something. I know that boy out now, he's still on papers though. You need to get caught up in that. But shout out to you, young king. You had yourself a day. That's 2. Number 3. With Jacoby and Morgan leading us to the SWAC championship game, I need my Jackson State historians to start to talk to me about where y'all gonna put him. Okay? And I know more work is to be done, so I want to know where you have him now in the pantheon of Jackson State QBs. And what would a SWAC championship and what would a Celebration Bowl championship do to his spot? Okay? Because right now, of course, he's not throwing the ball around like a Robert Kent. He ain't throwing the ball around like a Casey Terrio. Shout out to my dog. He's not throwing the ball around like Shador Sanders. He's been a game manager. A game manager who has now got player of the week a couple times. You feel me? But he's managing that motherfucker and he's making plays for us when he needs to make them. Okay. For instance, that clutch touchdown throw on 3rd and forever near the end of the first half. I think that was to Mr. Gardner, maybe. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. I think that was to Mr. Gardner. Okay, let me double check. You know, I could be accurate. You feel me? Yeah, that was to Mr. Gardner. That was a hell of a throw. Hell of a catch, too, by Mr. Gardner. Shout out to Mr. Gardner. Okay? So we got depth now. You got young bloods making motherfucking plays. All right? But that was a hell of a throw on a drive that seemed like it was about to be fucked up. You know, we had all these penalties and all this shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That was a hell of a throw. We needed that. The throw he made to Mr. Dupree, hitting him in stride and letting Mr. Dupree get all that yak. Shout out to Mr. Dupree, by the way. Hell of a play. Manage the game, make plays when you can. Because obviously, Alabama State's whole game plan was to stop Mr. Mulligan in our run game as a whole, which that's smart. That's smart. But again, Jack State OGs, Jack State historians, I want you to let us know, where Jacobian will fall if he can lead us to this shit. If we win it, okay? I want to know that. And y'all know, follow me across all social media now and connect with me on there. Y'all know I don't read the YouTube comments other than for my members. And that should be coming back soon. My shit should be back monetized. Now, your boys off of suspension for this fuck shit, using my own content. So all you other creators out there, if you're in this game, don't download your content off of another social. Like if you do TikTok or Instagram, I make my shit on Instagram and just post it on Facebook, or post it on Threads, post it on Twitter, and then I put it directly into TikTok. And I was just, posting on YouTube. Don't do that. I'm assuming that's what got my shit suspended, so don't do that. But we should be back up soon. And so for my members, if you stayed down with me, I appreciate you. I'll be back to reading your comments and all that type of shit. But everybody else, to become a member. You want me to, read your comments, interact with you. Otherwise, follow me on on one of my socials, and let me know. Let me know some history of it. I'm 40, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm still a young blood. So I know some of y'all OGs out there fuck with your homeboy. First, I'll be seeing y'all at the game. So y'all can put me up on some game. Let me know where this young blood gonna fall and what else he needs to do. Okay. But that's 3. That's 3. Number 4. Mentioning the fact that Alabama State had its mind set on stopping our running game. And overall, they were successful with that. I got to give it to them. Okay. They held us to 74 yards on the ground on 44 attempts. Shout out to Coach, though, for not giving up on that shit. We still were trying to run that motherfucker. But, they shut us off for real. Now, that pales in comparison to what we did to them through the air. The motherfuckers had 4 yards through the air. My God. Yeah, they shout out to the defense. And again, I know they want the backup quarterback. Shit. 4 yards, dog. I could have got you 4 yards. I could have got you 4 yards through the air, no cap. Okay. Just off my knowledge of reading defenses on college football 25, goddamn it. I could have got you 4 yards. Hell, I could get you 4 yards on a swing pass to somebody, a screen pass to somebody. I could have got you 4. You feel me? Shout out to the defense once again. Okay. Shout out to the defense once again. But back to my point about the run game. They did a good job on that. They really did. All right. They held Mr. Mulligan to 57 yards on the ground. Now, Coach TC stayed true. He did stay true. All right. He did not stop giving Mr. Mulligan the ball. Mr. Mulligan finally had 20 plus carries. He had 22 carries for only 57 yards, 2.6 yards a clip. That's not us. That's not us. Now, Mr. Terrell had 4 carries for 28 yards, 7 a clip. But yep, they kept Mr. Mulligan under wraps. So it was not a good day on the ground. Wasn't a good day for our offensive line. The big Escalade boys. I still love y'all. I still believe in y'all. I still believe that y'all deserve a slab of ribs and a honey baked ham. Okay, I do believe that. But it was a tough day, and you'll have those. Y'all have been pretty consistent. So for y'all to finally have a stinker, it's okay. All right, you know, somebody else had to hold up for you. Defense held up per usual, and Jacobian made a couple of key throws. And there you have it. There you have it. Okay. But going forward. All right, bounce back now. Bounce back. That's y'all one. That's your one. Let's fix that shit going forward, because that's what these other teams gonna try to fucking do. And stop the run. Okay? So going forward, let's fix this shit. Because these other teams ain't gonna be on their backup quarterback. Okay? Not saying our defense won't be able to stop these motherfuckers, but I'm just saying we need our run game. Okay? We go as y'all go offensively. So y'all big Escalade boys, Mr. Mulligan, let's bounce back. Okay? That's 4. And 5. The fight. Now, as I tweeted out, and y'all real ones down with Jack State University, y'all are really the only reason I'm still posting on Twitter. Okay, I told y'all before I'm shadow banned. Even before Musk bitch ass took over Twitter, they told me I was shadow banned basically because I cuss too much on there. Okay, Twitter is the place that I actually like out of the socials. All the other socials, I straight up just use that shit for business. Okay, but Twitter, I actually scroll on that shit and you know, post shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's not just business related. All right, as I've said before, Twitter is for motherfuckers with something to say. Instagram is for motherfuckers with something to see. And Facebook, the goddamn wild, wild west. So I'm a person with something to say. So I do like Twitter, but I despise Elon Musk. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. All right. I'll stay there if y'all are there, because that's the only place I really get a chance to interact with y'all. Only Threads, y'all ain't really saying nothing to me over there. Instagram, I have so many comments that if y'all are saying something over there, I'm probably just missing it. Same thing with Facebook. I don't even check the Facebook again. So wild motherfucking west. Okay, so I don't look at this shit. So I don't want to stop interacting with y'all. I'm thinking about getting on the Blue Sky shit. I don't know. Let me know on one of those socials. DM me or something like that. I might do a poll. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a poll. All right. And y'all give me some game on what to do. Because I'm thinking about saying peace out to Elon Musk's bitch ass. Okay. But as I tweeted out on that platform, when the fight popped off, I was in there changing my mama. Okay. And my wife said, babe, they fighting. And I'm like, damn, I'm in the middle, literally in the middle of changing my mom. So, you know, priorities kick in where I wanted to see what was going on because I knew I was going to have to come on here and talk about it. But of course, y'all know how my life is right now. I had to prioritize that. I asked the real ones who started it, of course. Most of the folks that follow me down with Jack State University, you know, on that platform. So they said Alabama State. But, you know, I call my young boy. You know, he's a current student at Jack State, Shelby Brooks. Shout out to Shelby. Told him to do a little digging for me. You know, from what he was gathering, it was Alabama State. I watched She Loves the podcast that night. Sound like Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford, neutral party. Mr. Ford. Shout out to Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford is wildly entertaining, y'all. And shout out to Timona for having him on there. He said it was Alabama State. Ken posted some showing the Alabama State player punching one of our players before the fight. This is still doing goddamn regulation. Okay. And then I think somebody else said Irv got punched. So during regulation. So it just seemed like these boys were already on 10, already on go, already wanting some smoke. And then the fact that they lost kind of just amplified all of that. I think I saw somebody say they thought we were about to plant our flag, and so they were just trying to stop that shit. You know, all kind of shit, bro. I hope the SWAC does not overreact to this, though, from our standpoint. Like, if a motherfucker hit one of our players, first of all, let's back all the way up. As a former coach, as somebody on the high school level who's been in heated gyms, okay? Heated rivalries, gym packed, everybody in that bitch, your uncle, your auntie, your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, the local dope boys, they betting big money on the game. There's no seats up in this bitch. Fire marshal might shut this bitch down. I've been in those kind of gyms. Okay. You kind of prepare for those moments as the clock getting ready to run down, as that fourth quarter is coming to an end. You kind of turn to your players and let them know, hey, don't say shit to these motherfuckers. Don't say shit. I don't give a fuck what they say. You don't say shit. I've said these words. It's a little tough when a motherfucker put their hands on you, though. Okay? As what I'm hearing. I know all the boys I coached. If somebody put their hands on them, what I had said probably going to go out the window. Then they were going to defend themselves. And I always taught them. I ain't never taught y'all to be no bitch and don't defend yourselves. I tell y'all, don't start no shit and don't let a motherfucker's mouth get your ass in trouble. So that is a conversation that would have been had. I'm hoping, given the season that we're having, it shows that our coaching is good. And so I'm just going to give our coaches the benefit of the doubt and say that somebody over there, if not multiple coaches, had those discussions with those boys. So then it comes into play, okay, if you know that this is a possibility, do you shake hands at all? Been in those situations too, where we just agree, all right, tension's too high, we're just not going to do the shaking hands thing. Sometimes you got to do that. It's understandable. It's not a lack of sportsmanship. It's just common damn sense. It is. It's just common damn sense because a lot of these players, they know each other. They follow each other on social media. I mean, they'll be at some of these HBCU events together and shit like that. Like, after everything died down, they'd probably be cool. But in the heat of the shit, no, man. Let's just go to the locker room. Let everything die down, then we be good. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you just got to do that. Hell, I was at a game one time. Anybody who's from where I'm from Canton. Any motherfucker who's from Canton or the Canton area, if you're black, you know about Velma Jackson versus Canton High School. Canton being the city school, Velma Jackson being the rural school, a lot of kinfolk between the two schools and shit like that. I remember one time we were playing each other. And the cheerleaders got the squabbling in that bitch. The cheerleaders now. Because while we were out there kicking some ass on the court, them cheerleaders were battling, and that shit led to some fisticuffs. I want to say the Canton cheer team after the game walked down there to I was coaching at Velma Jackson at the time. Walked down into our girls and shit popped off. And I had to just gather all my boys. Like at that point, it's fuck the handshake line. It's get your ass in the locker room. Get your ass in the locker room. Sometimes you gotta do that. So I'm hoping that, again, that the SWAC office does not overreact to this from our standpoint. From everything I'm hearing, again, especially from Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford was a neutral party in this. Okay, because I know as Jacksonians, we'll have our bias. Okay, and I'm sure the Alabama State folk got their bias. Okay, cool. Mr. Ford ain't got no dog in this fight. All right. So SWAC, don't try to penalize us for some shit we didn't start. Can't expect 18 to 22-year-olds to have somebody hit them and wherever they hit them and not defend themselves. Okay, so let's use some common sense now, SWAC office. Okay, don't fuck up our season because these motherfuckers decided to trip and we stood our ground. Don't do that. We got a rivalry game coming up. We got SWAC championship coming up. Don't do this shit to us. All right, that's one. And then two, my coaches, Coach Tail on down. Hey man, man, this Alcorn gang gonna be something else as well. Shit, the Southern game, the SWAC championship gonna be something else. Hey, if we have to, just tell them boy go to the locker room. Fuck it. They want to tell a motherfucker good game, they can goddamn DM them. We got business to take care of. Business. Okay? But those are my takeaways. All right? From Jackson State's win over Alabama State, making us, despite what the prognosticators predicted, the beast of the East. Put it on some. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit statementtees.llc.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.